It's a nice spot there, Cat. Sleeping on the job again, Juno. Really? Good morning, folks. We got another balmy day here. Gonna be a high of 62 degrees. Can't beat that in February. I was about to say January, but we are in the month of February now. The month that calving season starts. So today we gotta feed all the bunches we usually do in the morning, and then back to calving prep 101, building some pens and getting the barn ready today. That's the plan. But it also could change. Here they come, on the run. Well, I think today is the last day of feeding on the low ground. It's starting to warm up quite a bit. I don't want to fall in with this big old thing. I've gotten our single axle, feed wagon stuck before, and that wasn't fun. I'm sure tandem axle, I don't know, might be twice as fun. Well, I usually always feed the bred heifers next, but when I was putting distillers in, about 1,000 pounds fell into the feed wagon instead of 600 that I need for the bred heifers. Just slid right out, so that's exactly what we give the cows anyway, so I'll load up for the cows and feed them next instead. Dad went by, he's bringing a load of distillers, so I'm gonna scrape this little spot a little cleaner for him. There he is over there with the old distiller wagon. Good morning, ladies. They don't know what the deal is. They don't usually get fed this early, so they're kind of looking at me funny. And right on cue, here's 225, closest to the lunch line. If you guys watch my other videos, you know she's always the first one. Right next to the tractor, right next to the old feed spout. What do you think, 15? Pretty good recipe, or what do you think? I'll take that as a yes. Well, we got those old gals fed. Now we'll go load up for the bred heifers once Dad is done dumping off the distillers here. Got the new stuff in there. Well, that wasn't the best idea. covered this thing in Distillers. Whoops. I got a magnet on this thing so I can set it kind of anywhere. Well, I thought I set it high enough on the bucket. Oh no, piled it right into Distillers. Had to go digging for it in the pile even. Morning, ladies. What's the word? Alrighty, got these gals fed up. Dad's feeding the little heifers, the replacement heifers right now. So we'll see what the plan is after this. Alrighty, we're gonna hop in the payloader and scoop a couple buckets of crap out of the cabin shed, and then bring some sand in there for the pulling pin, and then we'll get to setting up some panels in there. Carefully get in here without poking any holes in anything. Gotta get her back in that pulling pin over here. Oh, forgot to move my panel out of the way. Well, brought in a little bit more than I needed, I think. I don't want to have to do too much shovel work, you know. We didn't even take out a light bulb. Last year I was coming in here and just barely touched the light bulb and smashed her. Now I'm just going to pick up this pile right here and maybe scrape a little bit over here and call it pretty much good. Actually, last year we didn't fill the barn, so it's not that dirty. We actually got away with just using these back pins last year. So yeah, hopefully it's the same way this year, but gonna have it ready anyways. And the rest of this is sadly shovel work. I'd much rather shovel this on there than tear down this whole pin here. So grab the old shovel. Only slightly dusty. Got a nice odor to it. Well, we pretty much got her wet. It ain't gonna be perfect by any means. Better than it was before. Good enough for who it's for. Like I said, last year we got away with having 8 pins plus the pulling pin set up, so that back there is pretty much clean from the prior year. Gonna come in and scoop this 2 pins here and call her good. Probably start putting some panels up. Maybe not today, because I remembered that we're having some water issues. We got a tank overflowing and it's coming all the way down into one of our pins we used to calve in, so gotta get that fixed. Well, I got my workout in for the day, scooping up all that crap with the old shovel. Well, here's the water situation. As you can see, it's been overflowing and it's been leaking down into our other pin. So, gotta get this thing fixed. Basically, that side of the tank is low, so it just barely leaks over, so we gotta get a different float in here to shut it off. See if I can't pull in the middle of it. Basically, I just gotta take this float arm off, take the float off, and stick with my other float arm. Be good to go. Oh, well, we got her taken off. This is the old one. This is a new one. This one's got more of a bend. Cut it and bend it a little bit. So hopefully that'll get us figured out. Try to get this done without dropping everything. Let's see if we can get her. Put this chain back on. Hopefully this dang thing will shut off after this. Alrighty, we'll head back and turn the water on, and hopefully we'll have this problem solved here. Well, she's filling back up. We'll give it a while and see if that has fixed our problem. Alrighty, we're back in the old calving shed. Just gonna scoop all this sand around here and make this all nice and tidy. And yeah, nothing too fancy. Kind of a boring video today, I suppose. I just got to get sand in this pen and we'll be good to go. Everything else is pretty good. Like I said, last year we got away with just using 8 pins in here. Not going to try that again this year, but mainly just got to do a little bit over there and do this sand and be good to go. Mainly just focused on this side. Obviously there's our head catch. It's where we pull calves and put heifers and cows in the head catch for whatever reason we need to. Usually if they don't let their calf suck or something, we'll get them in there. And or if we're grafting a calf on something, you know, a lot of reasons to get them in there, but they always work that dirt out down there. So just filling all this in, and then we'll go get some panels, I suppose. Well, we got our sand laid in here. Now we can go grab some panels, but before that we're gonna go check on that water, see if it is shutting off out there. Oh no, that didn't work. Also forgot my boots, so here we go. We're gonna slide in with the old dogs. Well, what the heck? It was just stuck down. Now she's shut off. Dang thing made me get my dang feet wet for nothing. I don't know why it was stuck, but now she's shut off. Oh yeah, well, I wish I would have done that the first time instead of running over. Oh well, at least it's fixed. I don't gotta shut the water off again. Now I just gotta go dry my feet off. Try not to fall in. So there we go. Hopefully it doesn't get stuck down like that again. I don't know what would have made it stick down there. Have to keep an eye on it, but good thing it's 60 degrees and not 16. My old toes would be a little chilly for that. I could have went and got my pack boots, but you know what? Didn't have time for it. Oh yeah, like a glove. Well, my battery's dying on this thing, but just gonna spend the rest of the evening putting a few panels in, so nothing too exciting. But if you made it this far, I appreciate you guys watching. I know it was probably a little more boring video, but I'd also really appreciate if you guys would leave a like and even leave a comment. Last update on the tank. She ain't overflowing. Got her fixed.